So, after the experiment of handing me a live mic and a bunch of willing last week went so well, we're going to try it again this week. Minus one puppet, of course. You'll notice that down here at the bottom beneath, or to my right and left, that 3 of our 4 camera spots are filled. The real-life version is that Crimson Avix is currently on a plane to go to a friend's wedding. The in-character version is we don't know what the hell happened to Spectre after everything happened last week and as foretold. So that's what's going on here. So as it is, I do have the other 3 members of this merry band that's here with me. Down at the far end, we've got Nerestra. Next to Nerestra, we have... well, now we actually have something good to look at in the camera with Dark Fowls, because there's a little dog there. And, well, say hi, OPT.
Hello.
So that's where we are. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting session. I'm going to sort of lay out everything, how it's going to work as we go into this. This episode's called 4x4. And the reason it's called 4x4 is because if you were here last time, if you haven't watched it, I suggest going at least watching the end of last week's episode as foretold, because all of our heroes sort of ended up in different locations. So this is actually going to be a bunch of different solo interludes that are sort of describing what's going on with everybody right now. So even though we're all here on camera, everyone's free to jump in and interject, with their normal banter. But it's really going to be just sort of a one-on-one session type of deal, just to sort of figure out what's going on and what's happened since, well, the events at the end of last week. So the 4th episode of 4x4, which will be Spectre's episode, we'll get to you guys at some point, because, again, I can't do an episode with someone who's on a plane right now. But as it is, we are still going to take care of the other 3. So we are going to start off with technically what is going to be considered episode 2.1 A, which is going to be the Mark of Kain. So Malkir is going to be up first. And as we can see, we've got Doggo getting ready. So, Malkir, are we ready to go?
We are. Let's get this party
started. So, at the end of last week's episode, you sort of woke up from the flash of light in what appeared to be some sort of outskirts of, you're not entirely sure. For those of you who were, trying to get a visualization of this at home, picture any sort of post-apocalyptic video game world where you wake up, it's part 2 of the game, and, over your shoulder behind you, there's the obvious bad guy area, and in front of you, there's the obvious last hope of humanity area. That's kind of where we're at here. The big thing to note is the mark that was lit up on Malkir's shoulder is now lit up, or now on Malkir's hand. For those of you who don't remember the mark, I'm going to go ahead and put it here on the big screen for us. That is the mark. So that is now on Malkir's left hand. That same mark also matches the flags, the banners being flown at the sort of evil fortress area behind you.
Do I have any kind of perception on what these could possibly be, of like where I am or what this means?
You can go ahead and take a look.
Well, let's go ahead and do that. So I would assume that's a perception check.
It would be. And hold on, I had to help if I pop that over
Hey,
there.
it's not a 1.
It is not a 1. So you're not entirely sure what this place actually is. You don't know. It feels...
Do I sense any kind of like danger or anything like that? Like that would trigger my combat senses?
Yeah. something about this area, you know something isn't right here. It's not necessarily your combat senses, per se, but you're definitely on edge, because it just has this sort of feeling of, foreboding, like something bad's gonna happen, and you're not entirely sure what.
Alright, so I would assume that there's cover around that I can keep myself covered if necessary.
You can.
Okay, so I would slowly make my approach to the main facility that I would see and try to keep the cover as much as possible.
Are you going towards the facility with the banners, or what appears to be the outpost?
I would probably go to the outpost first, because that's the path of least resistance.
Alrighty. Nope. And there is absolutely... I'm not going to make you roll a stealth check, because there is no resistance to get to the outpost. Not.
Okay, so once I get there, I would investigate, of course, to see what I find.
Oh, go ahead. You want to do a thorough investigation or a quick one?
I think precursor would be fine for right now.
Alrighty, in that case, perception check. That's a single digit.
It was coming. I mean, I just rolled doubles, so my next 5 are going to be singles.
Yep, so for those of you playing the drinking game at home, that's a single digit for Malkier. Take a beverage.
And considering I'll be rolling a lot for the next few minutes, you probably don't want to be doing that quite yet.
You'll notice that OPT and I both drank water. So, you're looking around, and you don't sort of see a whole lot. I mean, it's definitely ramshackle. It's definitely sort of hastily put together. It's just a bunch of, logs sort of making a wall type of deal. There's not for something that should be a haven of some sort, a bastion, there's not a lot going on.
No sign of life, right?
Well, that's the thing that strikes you as odd, is you don't see anything. You would think that there would at least be guards or sentries of some sort.
Alright, so if I don't see anything of note, then I would probably leave and start making my way to the main facility with the banners.
Well, the place with the banners, that's probably going to be a good 3.5 hours away, because it's up basically on high. I mean, the Bastion area, you can definitely see that it looks like it has been lived in, but you're just taking a look at the outside. You have no idea what's going on inside the wall.
Okay, well, if there's nothing around me, I would still probably try to make my way there as best as I can while sticking the cover.
So you're heading up towards the Bastion? The fortress, I mean?
Yes.
Alright, I will need stealth checks this time.
Okay. And I think I do have improved stealth. Let me check.
Alrighty. Well, it's even if you get a +5 to your stealth bonus, it's not going to matter, because before you can get too far, you hear somebody just sort of giving you a very aggressive calling down about, "Oi! What are you doing there?" The thing that catches your ear immediately about the voice, it sounds very young.
Do I see where it's coming from?
You can give me a perception check to see if you can find out.
You just want to make me roll once.
You definitely do. You missed this on your first check, and now you know why you missed it when you were looking around. Because your instincts were looking for larger adults. When you're a small child sitting up in the turrets doing the watching, you're very hard to see. So you definitely see what appears to be probably a 12-year-old yelling down at you.
Do I see if they're armed or not?
You don't see anything that looks like they would be armed, although they are up in what effectively is, a tower defense. So your instincts can assume there's probably a bow of some sort or a long-range weapon of some sort up there.
All right. So I would probably try to take cover so they can't get the clean shot at me.
They don't look like they were aiming at you. It was literally and they don't look like they're being aggressive. They don't sound like they're being aggressive.
All right. So I would look up at the kid and just be like, "Where am I? I don't know where I am."
How can you not know where we are?
That's gonna be impossible to explain. Just tell me where I am, and I'll tell you exactly where I came from. But
You're on the outskirts. You're on the outskirts of sort of everything. It's hard to explain also because there's really not really a name for this anymore. It just sort of happened ever since. And the kid sort of points off towards ever since that and them came. It's everything. It's nothing.
so I kind of look over to where he's pointing.
He's pointing directly towards the mountainside, where the flags and the fortress is.
And what exactly is in that mountain or in that fortress? That'd be a comment to the child.
Yeah. He just sort of looks at you. And are you gesticulating at all when you ask this question?
I mean, I would probably motion with my hand, I would point towards it and ask, what's over there?
Okay. As soon as you do that, and he catches a glimpse of the mark on your hand, he screams and ducks back down into the tower. And you can hear the sounds of what appears to be sprinting downstairs.
Screams as in anger or fear or...
Fear. 100% fear.
Child, I mean you no harm.
He's already long gone.
Wonderful. So I would probably make my way to his tower to see if he left anything up to where he was.
Well, can you climb flat wood?
I mean, if he had a way to come down, I'm sure there was a way to go up, no?
Yeah, inside the fortress on the other side. Inside the walls.
Gotcha.
You're basically on the outskirts of, picture any sort of wooden, sort of fort, type of makeshift wooden fort.
Alright, so I kind of just look back towards...
I mean, to be fair, you do see a door.
Okay, I'll probably go over to the door and test it to see if I could get in or start banging on it.
Normally I would say making a strength check, but you are strong enough to be able to push the door without said strength check, so the door opens. And
right. I'm going to do a perception... No, I was
gonna say, you don't even need to, because as the door opens, picture the slow door opening. And as the door opens, you're staring down the barrel of several projectile weapons. You see what appears to be heavy pistols, light pistols, there's a couple of crossbows, and you're fairly certain someone's got a slingshot aimed at you.
Alright, so the first thing I do would be to fling myself to the side, out of the way.
Well, yeah, and the other thing you note really quick is they're all children.
Okay, so yeah, I would fling myself to the left-hand side to press myself up against the door so that they would have to come out to me.
Nope, they don't come out to you. They're sort of all like in the firing line waiting for you.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying I get out of the doorway before they can go trigger happy.
Your reaction time is such that I'm not worried about it.
Okay, so is there a leader among you guys?
Why would we tell you you're one of them? You're just here to take more of us.
I'm not one of anything. I told you I just woke up. I have no idea where I am right now. I have no idea what is going on here.
No, you're just lying to get more of us. You have the same mark as they do.
I don't know who you kids are. I don't know what that fortress is. If you guys tell me what's going on, I can possibly help you, but I need to know what is going on first.
Give me a persuasion check. Alrighty, I have to roll. Well, 3 of them sort of half lower their weapons, but the one with the heavy pistol and the one with the slingshot both are not buying you. And of course, the one with the heavy pistol is the one you recognize from the tower. So he's going to respond. You're just saying that you're just here to take more of us. We ain't got anything left.
I ask you a second time, is there one of you who is a leader that would be willing to come out and speak to me person to person?
You, the kid, and the kids. You can, like, you don't need a perception check to see and almost smell and feel how terrified these kids are. But the one from the tower and all that, he's holding his ground. He's not giving in, and you can tell that the poor child is absolutely petrified.
Where's the Ardor when you need him?
I believe he is off to my left, I think. He's right there.
What will it take for you guys to just have dialogue with me? What do I need to do to prove myself to you?
You're one of them. You marked like you're marked like.
Child, shut up! I told you already. I am not one of them. I have no idea what is going on here.
If you look, like at this point, the kid with the slingshot is just sort of like tucked it back down, but the kid with the gun, he's like, it's like shaking, and he's at this point, he's not even responding to you anymore. He's just got the gun trained on where he thinks you're going to be.
Negotiating with kids is such a pain. I can tell you kids have been here for a while. I know you're frightened. I don't know what else I can do to tell you that I mean you no harm. I just want to know what is going on, and then I will leave.
Give me a perception check. All right.
What is with my middle of the road ones today?
Would you prefer the ones?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can't hear what they're saying, but you can definitely see that they're sort of convening and whispering in some sort of meeting. And you definitely don't know. You're not sure what they're talking about, but they definitely seem to be talking about you, I guess.
Alright. If you guys don't want to be adults and have a word with me like adults, I'm just going to leave you be and leave you guys to fend to yourself. If you want me to help you, you need to tell me what I can do. Otherwise, I'm going to just leave.
Yeah. You're not gonna take anyone else?
Kid, I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you. Why would I want to take you? I don't like kids. I have an otter. I don't need to deal with you guys too.
You have a pet otter?
Not so much a pet.
How can you not have anything other than a pet? I mean, otter's an animal, right?
You have a lot to learn. But that's besides the point. Do you guys want my help or not? Or do you want me to just leave? I'm done with this.
I mean, all the weapons are no longer trained on you at this point.
Well, I mean, my back would be to the wall on the other side of it, so I wouldn't necessarily see that.
Well, I'm assuming you're sort of looking. It's a wooden door. There's cracks through the logs you can see through.
Okay, yeah. So I'd be like kind of like looking over my shoulder, like
Yeah.
at the solid snake type. Can I come around this corner and look at you like men or women? I don't know exactly what I have here.
It's just if you're not going to take anybody.
I give you my word.
And the one who's been talking just flat out, you break that, I'm putting one in you.
You can do whatever you want, but I assure you that I'm not here to take you anything.
So, with that, they don't necessarily say come in, but you can definitely hear them walking away from the door.
Okay, so I would cautiously come around the corner and start, like, with my hands up, like, non-threateningly, as much as Malachite can be non-threatening, making my way inside the compound.
Once you get inside the compound, it's definitely something. It's ramshackle. It's disheveled. It definitely looks as if kids have sort of built this. I mean, the best way I can describe it is it's sort of very much reminds you of Lord of the Flies.
So I'm assuming the kid who had the pistol on me is still relatively close.
Yeah, he's still there.
You there, boy. You were on top of that. You saw me coming. I ask you again, where am I?
Doesn't really matter where you are because they're going to come and get everybody soon.
It matters to me where I am because, as I told you, I have. What year is this anyway? Where am I?
The name of here is just it's been forgotten. We've just sort of been calling it home ever since the darkness and them showed up.
How long ago did they show up?
Feels like forever.
You don't have a rough time frame?
It's all I can remember.
And who is this them you're talking about?
It's they just refer to him as the master. They come, they take people, they torture them just for fun. We're all that's left.
And I'm assuming they know where you are? How have you held out as long as you have on this?
I don't know.
Kid, I know you're afraid, but if I wanted to hurt you, don't you think I would have done so by now?
I said I don't know why they haven't come for everybody. I wish I did.
So I would kind of until I make my way and just kind of like look around to see if I notice anything that I could tell that was visible.
I mean, this place, it's barely livable. I mean, it definitely looks like scraps held together by hope, dreams, and duct tape.
What is your name, boy?
I mean, Jack?
Jack. How many of there are you here?
I'm not going to do it because that would be loud for everybody, but assume a loud whistle, and you see what appear like all different sort of heads pop up. Like there's the new TV commercial out for I forget what it is. I think it's one of the Geico commercials, and all the little like prairie dogs pop up in the office. Hey, Tom and Sheila broke up. You know the commercial I'm talking about? That sort of thing happens. There's all these heads of like children and small children. There's like at least 40. Exactly what you see OPT doing right now. Yeah, but there's like 40.
I mean, you all know harm. Come out here so I can speak to all of you.
I mean, some of them are sort of like keeping their eyes up and sort of hiding. Others of, I mean, and the best way I can describe what they look like is.
This isn't your episode, Lucha. Go away.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Not for another couple months. No, I don't.
Honestly, the best way I can describe it is it's kind of like I mean, if you've seen any of the Peter Pan adaptations at all,
so it's like the Lost Boys.
Exactly, 100%, exactly.
Jack, you say your name is.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing right now. I have no idea where I am. I don't know what is going on. You guys all seem scared. I commend you for staying around here. But what exactly is going on? You guys need to be frank with me so I can know what exactly I'm getting myself into.
I mean, they come. I don't know what they are. They just sort of come and then they take people and it's been everybody. It's just us left now.
Well, Jack, I guess I have two options. Either I can help you guys out, and you guys can tell me exactly what I need to do to help you out, or I'm going to start making my way up to that fort and try to get my own answers.
I mean, you can find where they took everybody? I mean, all of our parents, I mean, I guess they're up there? Maybe? I don't know.
Now, when you see them, do they come with weaponry, or are they just numbers?
Most of the time we hide, so we don't see them. We just hear them, and they're laughing and they're screaming and at this point, you have managed to make the entire shelter of 40 children start to cry. Congratulations.
Job well done. I don't like kids. Knock that stuff off. I don't have time for that.
I mean, I don't know what they want. I mean, if they wanted this area, they could have taken it by now. Can you try and help us get everybody back?
I've said about 10 times, what can I do to help you, boy? If you stop jerking me around, tell me what I need to know, maybe I can help you.
told you everything I know.
And they've come from that facility?
Every time.
The path to that facility, have any of you guys ventured out to see what is on this path?
No, no one's brave enough to go outside the walls.
Are you sure about that, boy? You know everyone here has not been outside.
Yeah?
I kind of just saw scanning around to the other face to see if I notice anyone who's possibly withholding information.
Nope. They are all sort of defaulting to this kid. And now that you actually scan through and look at them, this Jack character seems to be the oldest. Give me an insight check. All right, 20 is enough to... The way he's been talking, you kind of get the feeling that he's sort of new to this whole I'm in charge thing. You kind of feel like they're taking people in chronological order.
As in oldest to youngest?
Yeah.
Jack, you say. I am going to make my way to that thing to find out what exactly we're looking at. I'm going to do a scouting mission, I guess you could call it. You guys have done well to stay here. You guys stay here. I don't want you guys coming with me.
You're going to bring everybody back, right?
I will do my best. I need names, though. I need to know names of who to look for.
They'll all regurgitate names to you. And I'm going to tell you right now that as a GM, I take the time to think of 40 plus sets of parents, grandparents, brothers, aunts, uncles, etc. So they're going to regurgitate names to you. You know names.
Everybody shut up. I'm talking to Jack right now. Jack, I need to know from you and you alone what I need to speak, who I should be looking for. Did you have a village elder? Did you have someone in charge before you?
I mean, yeah, and he'll do the same thing. He'll regurgitate a bunch.
Okay, so nothing of consequence.
No.
Lock the door behind me. I'll be back. Then I just kind of fling my cloak and start heading towards the door.
Yeah, you look back quickly, and there's there's only 10 of them trying to pull the door, and they're struggling mightily with the thing you just swung open one-handed.
So I'm assuming that would scare them even more at that point. Okay, so I would begin my venture up towards the Bastille.
Ooh, Bastille's a good word. So yeah, it's gonna take you a good while to get there. And I'm assuming it's gonna take you longer than normal because you're probably trying to hide yourself.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd be sticking to cover. I wouldn't really necessarily be slow moving, but.
Well, fair enough. So you get up there, and as you sort of it takes you a little while to get up there. And as you sort of get into visual confirmation of the Bastille there, I need a will save. Ready. I now actually have to bring... Sorry, I had the wrong thing up on my back end here. But a sort of melancholy malaise sort of takes over you, and you can't help but feel really sort of sad and depressed all of a sudden.
Which is odd for Melchior.
Very odd for Malkir. And it's sort of bringing back the memories of the little memories that you have of your parents. So you're sort of just like sort of stunned there as these memories are sort of coming back to you. And I will give you a perception check.
You want me to roll one?
Yes.
So it begins.
Yep. You actually don't hear or see anything here. So you're going to unfortunately be caught flat-footed for this, which means your defenses are going to be halved. So I'm using this sort of generic background here, just so there's something on the screen. Just picture a giant mountaintop, evil mountaintop, kind of like Maleficent's castle.
Okay, I was going to say Sauron's Castle, Lord of the Rings, so that works too.
That works too. And you don't sort of see this, or you can't react to it, but there's definitely something behind you, and it's going to do something. It's going to do this. You're going to need to make a DC 28 toughness save, because this thing just kind of wrecked your face.
With that toughness, okay.
Mm-hmm. Wow, you're only going to take a bruise from that. And what it is going to do is going to knock you out of whatever sort of malaise you're in, because you're in to take over. And it's going to be initiative time. Alrighty, well, you're going to go first. So you turn around, and you see... Well, I will bring up a nice big old picture for everyone to see here. Hand edit. Drop a file here, save changes. Alrighty. That is what's behind you.
Oh, joy.
Mm-hmm. And there's something about this that feels oddly familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on it. It is your turn.
Now, do I sense it's human, or do I not?
You're not sure what this is.
I do know I just tried to stop my ass, though, right?
Yeah, it definitely... It blade touched finger, so if you want to say that's you, then that can be where blade touched you.
Alright, so I'm going to grab my butterfly daggers and go back at it.
So show me on the doll where the doll touched you. Alrighty. An 18, unfortunately, is going to miss. So to the surprise of nobody, Malkier missed. Rolled low.
Hey, I just one-shot that big-ass thing last week, alright?
You did. And it's turn now. And it's sort of starting to... You're not quite sure what's happening, but it's sort of... You're starting to hear some music, I guess, a little bit. And, well, I am going to need a dodge check from you. No, I have to roll to hit the... Never mind. My bad. I have to roll. I forgot I had to roll to hit with this. So let's do that instead. You start to hear music, as I said. How if I hit the right buttons? There we go. And suddenly, sort of music, you're not quite sure how, but the music manifests itself into some sort of physical power and hits you. As you can see in the column there, it's attacking with Aria of Sorrow. So I'm going to need a will save of DC 21, please. You might want to reroll that.
I will use my hero point to do a reroll on that. Not much better, of course.
Well, you rolled less than a 10, so you're actually going to get a 10. That's going to be a 25, so you're good.
Oh, okay.
Your turn.
I am going to rush at it again and use my butterfly sword.
Alrighty. 25 will hit, not by any tears, but it will. Tonight on BCC, Malcure. That's every night on.
Until I hit and one-shot it.
Well, you're not going to one-shot it, but it will take a bruise. And go ahead and give me an insight check as you slash this thing. Nope. 10's enough for someone with your training level. It definitely did not feel normal.
So it's like not humanoid then, I would assume.
It's humanoid, but it didn't feel like something about this is really weird. It is its turn. I'm just going to keep the turn order up. We know whose turn it is. It is its turn now. And you hear a different twang of music this time.
Better not be country music.
No, this one is sort of... Well, actually, this one is... It's not necessarily just... Everything you've been hearing has been very melancholy, very sad. And this is no exception. Does a 15 hit you?
For what?
This would be a dodge.
Dodge is 10 equals 5 plus 5.
So 20, so no. Yeah, so that music, again, manifests itself into some sort of being and lands right next to you. You are up.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to slash it one more time.
Thirteen's gonna miss.
Damn it.
Let's say 13's definitely gonna miss.
Why?
I have no idea. I have no idea. So far, the only thing that's been able to do to hurt you was to sort of touch you tenderly with its blade-touched hands. So It's going to touch you tenderly again and miss. Valkyrie wasting little time slashing back. And, hey, that's going to work. That's going to hit. Oh. So you will stagger this thing? You think? You're not sure? Go ahead and give me another insight check. Okay, this thing is physical, but not physical, if that makes sense.
So it's like a spectre almost.
Kind of. You're not entirely sure what this is. No, it's not insubstantial. It's perfectly substantial. It just, there's something about this that isn't normal physical. Like, it's just, there's something weird about this. Like it's a complete being, but it's not a being, if that makes sense.
So it's like an incantation almost, like someone else is controlling it?
Kind of. Can
I do a perception check to see if I notice anything else in the area?
You can. You don't.
Son of a...
Well, you know what that means, everybody. Its turn. And this time it's a little bit more of a different tune. It's still got that definite thing to it. But this one is attacking. It's going to hit. And before you roll the DC 21 save here, what it's doing is it's sort of flashing images of all kinds of people who could be classified as innocent. As such, it's attacking you with Lament of Innocence. Go ahead and give me a will save, please. You dead nutted that. That's a good one to dead nut. Because had you not, that was a weaken ability. And it would have weakened all of your physical stats.
Wonderful.
Yes. So it is its turn, and I get to roll the toughness save again for secondary effect, which you will... Basically, the fire keeps burning on it.
So it's trying to burn away its clothing, I'm assuming?
Kind of. But yeah, that's basically how the secondary effect on the flaming... Basically catching things on fire. Your turn.
I'm going to do a perception again and see if I notice anything in the vicinity.
Well, still nothing.
Of course not. Yeah.
Well, that'll miss. That will definitely miss. I will also miss. So basically, it's sort of Freddy Kruegering the hell out as you're sort of parrying it with a dagger. It actually probably looks really cool.
So it's like a high motion fight where we just can't get...
Yeah, exactly. You still miss. So if you had multiple misses in a row from Malky, we also call that the free square. Mark your bingo cards off. Love you, Dark. Again, we're going to continue the sword fighting theme. That one will hit. So I'll need a toughness save of DC 23. Yeah.
And how I get a 20? Of course, because I have a freaking save.
Yeah. Did you want to roll a 20?
Well, yes, but when I'm actually attacking.
Didn't have to be right there.
So I'm assuming I soak it.
Yo, like an absolute champion. That'll hit. That'll actually hit by 2 tiers, so it's actually a DC 29. Basically, you sort of, you parry, you spread the blade, touch fingers, and then just sort of. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, if Norisha was here, he'd probably get shot in the butt by a bullet right now.
Are you kidding? You'll bruise it. I rolled I 19'd you there.
Of course you did, because this is the fight that never ends.
Yes, it goes on and on, my friends.
No.
It's attacking you again. Actually, this time what it's doing is, as you sort of sliced at it this time, you must have hit something of some sort, so I'm going to need a dodge check from you, please, as this sort of cloud of something or other is released from it. Alright, Dot will not do it, so I'm now going to need a fortitude save, please, as you're sort of choking on whatever this is. Alright, so basically this sort of, well, as you can see by the name, this miasma of despair, you're going to be what is considered the impaired status, so you're going to be at -2 for all die rolls. As you're sort of coughing and hacking up a lung from malaise miasma. Exactly. Your turn.
Okay, now do I roll like fortitude each of my turns or each of its turns?
At the end of each of your turns, you can do it, but first things first, I do technically to make. I'm going to throw this warning out here. This is the only battle that I'm remembering to roll secondary effect. After this one, it's on you to remind me.
Okay.
And, well, you don't have to worry about rolling anything, because you must have hit it in just the right spot where the burningness, anyway, you catch the entire thing's cloak on fire, and it's enveloped.
So it just goes up in flame.
Up in flames. And as this sort of goes up in flames, everything around you, the entire scene, sort of starts to flicker and almost starts to fade and dissolve. And as this happens, everything sort of flashes to white.
Like the Bastille and all that, or the enemy?
Everything.
Okay.
And we're going to move on to episode 2.1b.
Okay.
So, Anton!
Yes.
Did you hit that button and I heard a cat whine? Is that what I just heard?
He knows. He always knows.
Alrighty, so you wake up, and it takes you a minute to sort of gauge where you are. But you're going to start this with an extra hero point because is badly damaged.
Okay, lost all of that. We
No, yeah,
discorded.
Discorded. Fair enough. So you're starting with an extra hero point here because your armor is sort of badly damaged. It still can protect you, but it's not conducting the energy. So you don't have access to any of your weaponry, any of your weapon base.
Awesome.
Yep. But looking around, you know where you are. And it brings back memories that you would rather it didn't. Where you remember you are, is a little town down in Louisiana called Thibodaux. And for the most part, Thibodaux, Louisiana, had nothing special it could ever claim. I mean, yeah, I think there's a guy who asked Hollywood who's from Thibodaux, but he just claims to be from New Orleans anyway because to claim they're from Thibodaux. And then something happened to Thibodaux, Louisiana, and it became a very prominent spot, especially for anybody in the weapons making industry. Because in the aftermath of Katrina, a mine was found and a vein of a very particular metal was found. This metal is something called omnium. Omnium is a very rare steel-like material. It is lighter. Basically, it's stronger than steel, lighter than titanium. It is perfect for military and high-grade weapons. So, under the order of your command, you were sent here back in 2006 to, as your orders put it, come to an arrangement with the locals for access to the mine and the omnium. Which was fine, except for the fact that at the end of all the negotiations and all that, most of the town ended up torched. You guys got the omnium, but so now you here stand back on the outskirts of Thibodaux to, as far as you know, 2 years later.
I never wanted to return to this place. Is there any signs of life?
None that you can see right now, but you know you're on the outskirts. You're definitely on the places that got torched more. So if you were to find any, it would probably be more towards the center of town, if, of course, there is anybody left. For those of you wanting a basic description on how this looks, if anyone's played Final Fantasy VII, picture North Corel.
So I will head back towards the mines, since there may be some tools.
Well, as soon as you head over towards the general direction of the mines, before you come into view, give me a perception check, please. Alrighty, as you head over to the mines, you definitely hear voices, and they're definitely panicked, and you can pick up the sort of panic conversation of, "Are you sure it's him? Yeah, no, I'm sure it's him. I would never forget him. I know it's him. We have to warn everybody now. He's back to finish the rest of us off." And they sound, well, panicked.
I'm gonna shout out, "Wait, I mean you no harm."
And you just hear a bleep. He found us. I'm not going to swear because we're live. and you definitely hear the sounds of people running.
Are any of my systems working in the suit?
The only thing that's not working is your energy display. So
okay, so I would like to teleport in front of them.
You can do that.
So as much as it's going to terrify them, I would like to teleport in front of them.
Yep, and you terrify the hell out of them. And you know how you sort of they're running, like your cartoon, they're running. The bad guy sort of appears in front, and they sort of stop, slide, and their feet they're trying to catch their feet, and they can't, and they're sort of clawing at the ground. They run the other direction.
Wait, guys, stop!
They just sort of run into the remains of a ramshackle house. Shut the door.
I cut most of that, so they went into a house and shut the door, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Knock gently on the door.
You get no response.
Knock a little harder.
You still get no response.
Knock the door off its hinges.
Okay. You're also strong enough to knock the door off its hinges.
Hey, everybody!
There's nobody in this room.
Wait, where'd they go? Really?
Give me a perception check. They slid out the back door.
Of course there's a back door.
There's always a back door.
Okay, well, we'll just let them run off. Let's head back towards the mine. I mean, worse than they're going to come after me with is pitchforks and torches, but, you know.
Maybe. Quote, Dark Fowls in chat. Quote, yeah, a phantom thing just touched me there. So you make your way back towards the mine. And as you approach, you see a figure in front of the mines, armed with, well, some sort of rifle, gun of some sort. You can't tell whether it's a regular rifle, energy rifle. But give me an insight check to see if you remember who this gentleman is.
Oh, there's no chance.
Nope. There's no chance. You're right. But he has got this thing firmly trained on you. Are we catching a theme yet here tonight, everybody?
Everybody's got a gun?
Yep.
Wait. I'm the only one without an actual gun.
You've got an awful lot of nerve showing your face back here again.
It wasn't by choice. And I'm not working
with the
same people anymore.
Yeah, give me one good reason why I don't blow your brains out right now.
Because you can't with that little dinky gun.
You have no idea what this even does, do you?
I mean, I've dealt with worse. I mean, seriously.
Why are you back here?
That's a good question. Why am I back here?
You don't just show back up after what you were a part of.
Do you think I wanted to come back here? I was good not seeing this wretched podunk town ever again.
Yet here you are. You have to be back here for a reason.
Well, when I figure it out, I'll leave town quickly.
You should probably just leave town now. You've already caused us enough trouble. We don't need any more.
I smashed a door in. I haven't caused that much trouble today.
Look around. Look what happened last time.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me an insight check, Anton. One thing you do remember, now that you think about it, because you've tried everything, I mean everything, to put this to the back of your mind, put this to the back of your memory. So this is actually going to get another hero point for you. You actually are going to take a minute, and you're going to sort of in that sort of trancy sort of eyes rolling in the back of your thing that Malkier does.
Ooh, I get a trance scene.
Yes, that same thing is sort of happening here, and you're remembering, and you're sort of getting a flashback scene, and you are in a room with. If you remember the battle suit from the roof, he's there. He's sort of the one in charge, and you two are just arguing back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And he's all about getting the Omnium at any means necessary. So he is advocating starting a fire to look natural so you guys can have access to the mines. And you're arguing vehemently against it. And this sort of, you guys are going back and forth. And before a resolution come to the argument, you sort of snap back out of your memories.
I was just doing a job here. I never wanted the town to burn. That's not how this was supposed to happen.
Oh, it certainly did now, didn't it? I mean, look around you. Look around. We don't have anything anymore.
You have your lives. They didn't take that from you yet.
They took everything else from us.
As much as I would like to sit here and banter with you all night, I'm trying to figure out why I was sent here and get back, because something crazy is going on.
Same reason you were sent here the first.
Oh.
To ruin our lives again.
Well, I mean, if I must, I will, but I'd much rather not.
Not like you can do any worse than you've already done.
Fair, I did. Apparently someone lit your town on fire. It wasn't me. I don't think I remember fighting not to do this. I'm just a soldier. I'm not here to light fires. I was here to negotiate a reasonable settlement. Not burn the place down. I mean, I like a good fire.
And we were having those discussions just fine, then all of a sudden this happened. Obviously, we weren't moving fast enough in discussion for you.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude. But can you put the little pea shooter down and let's get a beer?
Where do you want to get a beer? There's no place to get a beer here.
Oh, well,
What little survivability we do have, that's even under threat anymore because there's something taking people out in the mine. Everyone we send down to go take care of it comes back and just, they're in this sort of funk they can't kick.
Something in the mines. Okay, how about this? I'll go take a look in the mines. It solves your problem. Either it kills me or I kill it. What do you have to lose?
What do you have to lose? really don't even want to be considering the fact I'm agreeing to this, and I'm thinking about agreeing to this. Fine.
But before I do, you got any tools? I've got some issues with this suit. It's kind of not working. Anything?
What part of it isn't working?
Well, the energy conduits are shot, apparently.
They are they? I got an idea. As he says that, he pulls the trigger of the gun he's holding. It's a Tesla rifle, and shoots a nice big electric blast at you.
Hey!
But it doesn't actually do any damage. It's just sort of, you sort of hear the, and your energy hummers are humming again.
Oh, I just needed a jump start. Nice. Usually I have a giant otter that likes to push buttons, and that usually jump starts my suit when it breaks.
You have a giant otter.
It's been a weird week. I assume it's been a week, right? What day is it?
Son, you're crazy.
Yeah, probably at this point. All right. What are we dealing with in this mine? What can you tell me about it? And let me go down there and figure out what's going on.
No one who comes back can give us any sort of coherent answer. They just sort of seem lost. Like everything they've done is a mistake.
Fine. Let's point me in the right direction and I'll go see what's down there.
There's only one way to go. He sort of steps aside and you see a mine entrance.
Alright, well, this either solves your problem or your problem, so let's go. Oh, I assume you're not going with me, right?
No.
Alright, fine.
So, I'm assuming you're making your way down into the mine?
Correct. Since I've been here, do I have more or less a general map of the mine already in the suit?
You have a general idea of what's going on, yeah.
Alright. Start exploring the mine. That's the worst.
Alrighty, well, that's probably a bad idea that you asked that question.
Yeah, probably.
What's the worst that could happen? Really? That's a bad idea. That's a bad question to ask.
I mean, to be fair, Dark's not here to roll, so I'm pretty safe.
Also fair. So, the more and the deeper and deeper and deeper you get into the mine, it starts to feel heavy. Like, I don't know, just sort of like things are weighing on your mind that have weighed on your mind. And then you sort of, you get to sort of the big open vein area. And as you enter this, I'm going to need you to make a will save.
Ooh.
That is a good thing for you that you passed that one. Standing, or floating, something, in the middle of the mine shaft is, well, that.
Hello?
Is it me you're looking for? Can you hear me?
Who's there?
Well, I will show you what's there. That's what you see.
Oh. Hi
Give
there.
give me an insight check, please. You can't. No, that's fine. You can't quite put your finger on it. But something about this feels familiar.
Do I owe you?
It is going to respond to you. It's going to respond to you by lashing out with its tentacles.
Of course.
So it's attacking you with multi-strike tendrils. I'm pretty sure a 30 hits you.
Yeah.
Pretty sure a 30 hits you by 3 tiers.
Yeah.
So first things first, I'm going to need a DC 25 toughness check. Well, you'll take a bruise and a daze then. Or you can use one of your 3 hero points.
Let's use a hero point.
Alrighty, go ahead and re-roll. But because you rolled under a 10, because I know Anton's toughness, you will tank that with a 30. Now, I need you to make either a dodge or a strength resistance check. Roll whichever one is higher.
So it's dodge or strength?
Yes.
Oh, well, they're actually the same. Huh.
Alright, so the shadowy tendrils do not manage to grab you. You're up.
Alright. Well, let's just hit it with a hammer.
Let's just, quote, hit it with a hammer. Well, unfortunately, you're going to miss with that roll.
Oops.
Nice 4.
Dark, did you touch my die?
Probably did. Definitely probably did.
Yes.
So, its turn, and it's going to lash out at you with these tendrils again. Apparently, I like rolling 30s with this, so go ahead and give me another. You are good. Another dodge or strength resistance check for the grab. Okay, this time it sort of got you. It doesn't have your arms pinned. It just sort of has wrapped around you, and it definitely don't feel good.
Alright.
But your turn.
Am I, like, it's pulled me in pretty close to it?
Nope, it's still got you at this. Well, I mean, you swung at it with a hammer, so it's sort of there. But
Pretty
yeah,
close.
I mean, it hasn't pulled you in, so it's not like making up a visor or anything. But
Does it have my hammer kind of pinned, or?
nope, it's around your waist. It doesn't have your arms.
Alright, well, we're gonna fire strike it in the face.
Okay, well, it can't dodge. So it's going to just have to make the toughness save, because it cannot dodge. A DC of 26. Now, here's the fun part about this. You'll take a bruise in a daze. Its turn now. It has actually got a grab-based attack, and because it has you grab this attack, so I'm going to need you to make a will.
I didn't hear most of that.
Oh, Discord it then. So it's got you grabbed already, even though you've cooked it quite a bit. So this is a grab-based attack, so because it's got you grabbed, it automatically hits. So I'm going to need you to make a will save, DC of 20. Alright, so what's going to happen is it's sort of starting to, like, you feel it like it's pulling things out of you, and because it's a weaken effect, it's actually going to, you're going to lose 5 points of will.
Ooh.
It's temporary, and at the end of each of your turns, you'll gain a point back. But for right now, your will score is -5. Your turn.
Alright, well, I'm done with this thing. I'm going to harness the energy of my shield and hammer and condense it and blast it away.
Alrighty, roll 2 hit. You hit. So you're actually not quite going to take it down, but definitely. I mean, it's screaming in pain and agony. If something like this can scream in pain and agony, if that makes sense.
Now I'll ask again, what are you?
And it's going to respond by, well, now that it's sort of fed a little bit off of your willpower, it can do this. It's going to regurgitate some of the energy it fed off of back into you. It's attacking you with energy of regret. It is grab based, so it automatically hits. I need you to make a DC 27 toughness save, please. As it's basically trying to light you up like a Christmas tree.
Oh boy. We're gonna reroll that.
Alrighty. Well, here's the thing.
Wow.
Well, you rolled a 2. So you're going to add 10 to that roll. So it's going to be a 26. So you're only going to take a bruise. I thought you were supposed to be the tank.
Hey, I'm taking the damage.
But it's your turn.
Alright. Had enough of this. I'm gonna charge up the stuff and shoot it again.
You're actually going to miss it.
Of course I would, because I'm the tank.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can re-roll it if you'd like. You still have 1 hero point.
Oh, why not?
Well, you'll hit it. You will absolutely obliterate them. Like you condense the energy and it just sort of goes, and you know when you shine a flashlight right on a shadow and it sort of just disappears? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens here. Is you burn a hole through this thing. Like just, I mean, and you're pretty sure that it's screaming in pain, but you're not entirely sure because it's a giant shadow tendril monster. And as you do this, the same sort of thing that happened with Malkir is happening here. The mine and the surrounding sort of accoutrements fade away. Sort of dissolve.
What's going on?
And there's a little flash of light. And we're going to shift to 2.1c. Really quick, before we get started with 2.1c, I would like to point out that the reason that did not take as long as it should have is because you passed the initial will check. That fight was a gimmick fight, where it couldn't take toughness damage as long as anyone was suffering through feelings of regret, which is what that will check gave. By passing the will check, you made the fight super easy.
Game-breaking mechanics. Awesome.
Congratulations.
Was that why I failed mine took so long? Because I failed that first one?
You failed. Yeah, you failed it. So by failing that will check, you made yours harder. Of course, to be fair, by failing your will check, all of you jump on you. So now, Lutra.
Yes.
So for the record, before we go, that was a 2.1b, A Soldier's Curse. And now we have ourselves a Lutra. You, as you remember and so eloquently told us, you woke up, strapped to a lab table. And in the chair, sort of turning around, you sort of see, well, I'll show you what you wake up to.
Who is that?
Remember what I said earlier in the conversation before we started about the things I have to Google search to? I need visual aids.
You need a visual aid for that.
Yeah, well, do you know that? Let me put it this way: the things that come up when you Google creepy teenage pictures is really weird.
Yeah, I can imagine. Alright, so upon waking up, Lucha just immediately starts like struggling on the table and what where am I? What? Hey, where?
You're awake.
Yeah, where am I? Why are we here? Let me go.
Relax.
How can I relax on a table?
Of course you're on a table. You can struggle all you want.
Okay, thanks. He struggles more.
That's the reason you're strapped down, because I didn't know if I could trust you or not.
What? What? I just looked me in a bed or something. Where am I?
Look around. Can't you tell where you are?
Lucia looks around.
It literally looks like a messy teenager's basement.
No.
You're home.
Huh? She looks around more. This doesn't look like home. No, I'm quite certain this is not home.
Also, Lutra.
Yes.
Give me an insight check real quick.
Okay. No way to have that. Not great.
Something about this is weird. He immediately started talking to you and wasn't taken aback at all by the fact that you were a 5-foot-tall otter who could talk.
Okay.
Just pointing that out.
Right. Hey, who are you?
You can call me Larry.
Larry. Okay, that's great. Larry, could you let me go now?
If I do that, you're going to run away.
No.
They all run away.
Well, I mean, when you strap them to a table, they probably do. Who all runs away?
Nobody wants to be my friend. They all run away.
Oh, well, yeah, because you probably strap them to a table. Why would you? Wait, who other 5-foot otters have you seen?
I never said they were all otters, did I? I said
You mean
nobody wanted to be my friend.
No, you mean there's other 5 foot tall animals here? I was told I was the only one.
Well, you might be. You might not be.
So who else do you normally have here?
Right now, unfortunately, just you.
Oh.
As I said, everybody else runs away from me.
Well, probably because you tie them up or something.
No,
Oh,
no. You're the first one I've tied up.
what?
Precautions. Because everybody else ran away from me.
Where did you even find me? Last I remember, I was in the Bermuda Triangle.
You were in the woods behind the house.
Woods? What woods?
Usually I go looking for frogs and turtles, but when something as gorgeous as you shows up, I can't resist.
Wait, you really think I'm gorgeous?
I have been trying for years to make something like you, and then you just fall into my lap. Everyone thought I was crazy, but now I have proof that I'm not.
No, right, okay. So I got a question. When you say make, what do you mean? Also, could you let me? I'm not gonna run away. You're too interesting to make me run away.
I'm not gonna let you go.
Mm.
That's what the last one said, and they ran off on me.
Wait, last one said. Are you talking to animals now? I can't even do that properly. So try, they always run away. Actually, it's mostly just the fish. And they just kind of run away. Actually, they more swim away than run away. Because, they're fish, they're in water. It's a thing. I'm hungry. Do you have any fish?
Maybe, maybe not.
Hmm.
But you're just trying to trick me anyway. They all have.
Hmm? No, I'm hungry.
They all have.
No! No tricks, I'm just hungry. I'll stay right here, I'm just hungry.
You can see, like, he's getting, like, just the breathing. Like, you know how when you see when a kid gets mad, it's like,
Hey!
that's exactly what's happening here.
Right. Hey! I didn't say I didn't want to be your friend.
And he punches the desk, and he just sort of yells out, "Stupid bleeping frog."
No, I'm an otter. Frogs are kind of dumb, though, but...
Apparently he's just not even, he's ignoring you now.
Okay.
He sort of gets up and sort of walks over, angrily flips the light off, slams the door, and you can hear him angry, pouty, muttering, walking. And you're pretty sure he's heading upstairs?
Yeah. So Lucha looks down at whatever's holding him down and starts... Good.
I was going to say it's dark, but because Lucha has dark vision.
Dark vision, yeah.
It's your typical leather, like big, thick leather, stereotypical laboratory strap.
So can Lucha start, like, clawing through it or something?
No, because you can't claw strapped down like this.
Mm. Okay.
You can't claw through it.
Like, I don't think I can power through it. Let's see. Too far away for me to bite through, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can I rip these things off?
You can try and make a strength check. You could do that. That'll do it. That will definitely do it.
All right. So
That wasn't what I was getting at all.
I don't know what you were getting at.
Lutra has a tail.
Oh, yeah, good point. It's not like opposable like a monkey's tail. It's just a tail.
No, but he could have moved the tail. He literally could have brought the tail, used the tail to pry up the leather straps and pull his arms out.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking.
That's not how I was imaging that then. I'm sorry.
That's what I was thinking. That's all.
Yeah, so,
but yeah, the strength check of 24, Lucha just sort of hulks up.
Alright. Does Lucha still have his belt on?
He does.
Oh, great. Lucha activates his belt immediately and turns invisible.
No, he does not. Give me a DC 20 toughness save. Alright, so you're going to take a bruise as the belt shocks you. I'm going to give you a hero point for messing with your illusionary capabilities. And apparently he's modified the belt. You can no longer turn invisible.
It's just kind of panically hitting things.
As you hit the button to put the human illusion on, give me another toughness save. You don't take any bruises from this one. But it also shocks you when you try and put the human illusion on.
I'm just panicking. Belt, what? My belt, what are you doing with my belt? I gotta find... Where's his crossbow?
Give me a perception check. Oh, you find it leaning up against the wall. Or leaning up against the cabinet. And it's an interesting cabinet because it's the only thing in the room not locked.
Okay, first grabs his crossbow. Second, opens the cabinet.
Inside the cabinet, you see a various array of weapons. Up to and including 2 katanas, a set of nunchucks, some sais, a bow staff, and a giant 2-handed, mini broadsword?
That thing?
What was that?
So that's a thing.
Yes, it is.
Just thinks for a moment, shrugs and closes the doors. Got his crossbow.
Also, as the scene is fading around Anton...
Wait, what?
Lucha said he found his crossbow, so I said as the scene was fading around...
I'm not even in this episode.
Had to happen at least once.
Right.
But Lucha now has his crossbow.
Indeed.
Don't roll a 1. I don't want to be in this episode.
You're not even... Lucha fires. It's still... Okay. Alright. Alright, so Lucha looks around just to see what else is down there. As he thinks about what to do next.
Well, what's he thinking of?
I just wanted to get a better picture of the basement, I'm sorry.
Well, right now you're in a room. Like I said, it looks like a teenager's room that's been converted into a creepy laboratory.
Right. Okay, the door. Lucha goes towards the door.
Okay.
Softly.
Okay, Lucha's by the door, softly.
Listens to hear if he can hear crazy kid screaming out there.
Give me a perception check. You hear what appears to be him arguing with what sounds like his mother. I'm not going to go into the specifics of it.
Okay. Just quietly, like, prods the door open. Right.
It's very squeaky.
Of course it is. Okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
Right. So what's on the other side of the door?
Hallway.
Okay. Just starts.
It opens up.
Yeah.
It's not like you opened up into the. You opened up at the end of, and then it ends in the door.
Okay. So it starts creeping down the hallway as silently as possible.
Lucher finds the one creaky floorboard.
Let me roll for this.
Lucher finds the one creaky floorboard because you can't miss the one creaky.
Of course. Do I see any, like, exits or anything?
Give me a perception check. You see a downstairs door.
Is it open?
No, it's shut. It's right next to the washer and dryer.
Oh, perfect. Put your head towards the door.
All right. Nothing happens.
Alright. Opens the door.
Lucher opens the door into a backyard.
Oh, cool.
There's an above-ground pool, a shed, and a swamp.
You said a pool?
There's an above-ground pool, a shed, and what appears to be some sort of swampy brook-like thing running behind those.
Richard goes over towards the pool and looks at it.
There's a solar cover on it.
Oh. Alright, so you said there's something else behind the swamp kind of thing?
A swampy brook-type thing.
Right. Okay. We're just gonna look behind him and make sure no one's following him, and then he's gonna just kind of head off in that direction.
Nope. But before you do that, I'm going to need another perception check, because I'll give the fact that Lucher was distracted by the... After you notice you're done noticing the pool, I need a perception check. There is some sort of thick-ish, purple-ish, blackish haze all in the air.
Huh. That's not normal.
Give me an insight check. You're pretty sure it's the same color of the energy that was coming off of Spectre right before everything happened.
She kind of stops what he was doing and kind of looks up at this. And then looks back towards the house. I want to know if I'm going to do something stupid. I'm about to do something stupid.
If you have do something stupid on your bingo cards, go.
Hold on a second.
Holding on.
Okay, Lucha goes back towards the house.
Lucha goes back towards the house. He's not that far outside of it, so he's going back.
Lucha listens to hear if he can hear like the kid coming or anything like that.
You can still hear them arguing.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. Just shrugs. I guess I'll find out what happened later. Is there other people around or anything like that?
Nope, you can't. I mean, it looks like it's night-ish time, but you're in a backyard, so you really can't tell.
Right. Lucha goes back towards the swamp and just jumps over the fence or whatever.
Nope, no fence.
Okay.
Just there.
He just starts running.
You're jumping over the giant thing of water?
No, I'm swimming into it.
Oh, okay. You said you started running. That's why I was confused.
Running towards the water.
Oh, yeah.
Running.
No problem. You make it.
Hey, start swimming, because that's what Lucha does.
It is disgustingly muddy water.
Probably, but it's not in a little kid's basement who's creepy as hell.
No, you're right. It's not. And Lucha knows that this feels like a runoff of some sort.
Probably.
So swimming around, you have two options. You can go towards the source of the runoff or away from it.
Jesus. Away is probably the right idea. So what would Lucha do? He probably doesn't even recognize this area, does he?
Nope.
Okay. Away from it, then.
What he does know is compared to the places he has been, it's significantly cooler.
Oh.
And muggier.
Alright, let's go away from it, then. Maybe we'll hit fresh water at some point.
Away from the runoff source. Okay, you swim for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you get... I'm assuming Lucha has the ability to see underwater, so you swim for about 2 or 3 minutes, and you realize that you've sort of made it into a really, small runoff pond, and this is the end of it.
No. Okay. So is there anything here?
Nope. Just a runoff pond.
Okay, well, Lucha gets out of the pond and shakes himself off as best he can.
You're still in the backyard.
Wait, what?
It's a big backyard.
Oh. I'm sorry, I thought this was much further down.
No?
I'm not understanding the visual here, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it was farther down. It's just a really big backyard.
Okay, then.
How else can random creepy teenager afford lab stuff?
Fair point, sir. Alright, so Lucia just looks around for a way to get out of this backyard.
I mean, just walking up by the house towards the road.
Yeah, okay. So, how to do so not in public, maybe. He's kind of an otter right now and can't get out of it.
You're not entirely sure. You mean you think you might be able to the best idea that you can come up with, because it's a pretty flat escape, is if you get down on all fours and run like you're an animal of some sort, you might be able to get away with it.
5 foot tall otter, okay. Alright. Lucha shrugs and just starts kind of bolting towards the front, I guess.
Well, the good thing for you is you're aided by the cover of the miasma.
What's that?
And the purple-black haze.
Right, okay.
And the fact that Larry and his mom are still arguing over dinner. As you keep running, you look... That was a freaking huge house. Like, freaking huge house. We're talking, 30-plus rooms. We'll go with 33 rooms. Yeah, we'll go with 33 rooms, and you look at the mailbox.
What did you say about the mailbox? I'm sorry.
I said, its house probably has about 33 rooms. You go by the mailbox, and it says number 7 on it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you said.
That's exactly what I said.
Alright, so Lucha kind of I don't know how you can stealthily do this in public, but he's just kind of running, I don't know, between bushes or something so he doesn't get spotted too much.
Nope, you mean you're in what appears to be a cul-de-sac, and you're definitely at the far dead end of it where all the big houses are. So you come out of 7, and then there's 5, 3, and 1, You're assuming it's 5, 4, 3, 2, all of them.
Right.
5, 3, 1 on one end, and then 8, 4, 6, 2 on the other end. And it's just one of those big like circle type of things. Like you're definitely at the dead end of the rich part of the neighborhood.
This is way too much money for my good. All right. I gotta find out where I am, though.
Give me a perception
around.
check.
Right. I was gonna look around for a newspaper, but I guess that'll work too.
Well, you don't see a newspaper, but you do see a street sign because, again, it's the dead of a cul-de-sac. The street sign says Laurel Street.
If that was supposed to mean something to me, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Do you want to know where you were?
Your point. Just making sure. Alright, Luke just picks a direction and starts running in that direction. You probably just far away from this place as he can get.
Alright, well, I'm assuming he's going to start running away from the dead end.
Yes.
Alright, so he's running, and one thing that Lutra notices is that as he gets farther and farther away from the dead end, the houses become much more reasonably sized. And you don't see, you see the dead end, you run for probably before you see any other houses. So it's kind of like a gated community-ish thing without the gate.
Right.
And then you start seeing other houses, You'll see 11, 13, 14, all of that.
Gotcha. I don't even know what I'd be looking for. I'm so confused. Okay. So as Lucia's running down, does he see anybody?
Give me a perception check. As a matter of fact, he does.
Okay.
He sees... Well, initially when he takes a quick glimpse, he thinks it's Connor.
His head kind of snaps that direction. Lucha goes over towards the person he thinks is Connor.
As he gets closer, he realizes it's definitely not.
Oh.
The outfit sort of was the same size, but the hair is way too blonde.
Of course it is. Lucha frowns. Just keeps moving on.
Doesn't even stop and say anything, just keeps moving on.
He's going to talk to anybody. He's a 5 foot tall freaking otter. You're fine. Let's go.
No, I think it's great. Oh, now who I know. Moving on.
Well, no, otherwise we're just going to... Lucha thinks this guy's just going to run away. He's a 5 foot tall otter. He actually doesn't know what to do in this situation.
Fair enough. I was going to give a little description of what you saw when you got closer, which is why I was kind of laughing.
Right. I mean, he got close enough.
Yeah. So I was giving the it's definitely not Connor thing first.
Right.
But as you get closer, and this you get because the fact that you're an animal, and it's a lot easier for animals to sense this. There's definitely something wrong here. You're not sure whether it's what it is, but something seems wrong with this person.
Okay.
He's definitely cowering.
All right. Lucha walks up towards him. Hi. Hey, it's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. I know. I'm I'm an otter. It's okay.
You're not gonna hurt me?
Why would I hurt you?
You're out in my asthma.
I don't even know what that is.
The purple fog.
Okay.
No one's supposed to be out in this. I got caught in it and couldn't get home. And
How is this an actual child or is this like a?
It's an actual child.
Lucha kind of like pads over and kneels
Probably I
down.
would say 13 years old.
Okay, Lucha pads over, kind of kneels down, and says, like looks at him kind of more level,
Mm-hmm.
and says, "Okay, why aren't you supposed to be out here now?"
Because bad things happen to people when they're out in this, and I don't want bad things to happen to me.
Well, nothing's going to happen to you because I'm here to stop it. Where do you live?
Down the road.
Which house?
37.
Okay, let's go. I'll take you home. I'll make sure you get there. Okay?
Give me a persuasion check.
Do we really need to?
Yes, you do. To be fair, this is an interaction check. So the
I have a thing for that. Hold on.
yeah. So the attractive, that cute and cuddly thing that Lutra has,
Yes.
it applies, and that was legitimately a not a 1 check.
Oh, thank God.
That was a not a 1 check, so you're fine. Okay.
Which clips his crossbow to his belt, so he's not like holding it out, and kind of offers the kid his hand.
He just sort of stands up. He's about your height.
No, I'm sorry. Right, 13 years. Okay, all right, never mind. It was just like, all right, come on, let's go.
Okay. Like, I mean, this kid is just petrified.
Right. So, Lucia looks and says, so where are we exactly?
We're on Laurel Street in New Hampshire.
Right.
Why?
New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's New Hampshire?
Goffstown, New Hampshire. It's in the northeast.
Okay. How far away from that is California?
That's on the other side of the country.
Okay. How about from the Bermuda Triangle?
That's out in the middle of the ocean in the other direction.
Okay. So I have no idea how I got here. Great. I was in those two places last I remember, and now I'm here. Woke up in Larry's basement. It was weird.
What? You escaped Larry's basement? He's really weird.
Yeah, he was really weird.
He does some strange things, and those poor frogs, from what I heard.
Yeah, didn't get a good impression he was going to be friendly, so I left.
The poor frogs.
Yeah, that sounded terrible.
Wait, does that mean... I heard rumors that he was...
No, he didn't. I came from outer space. It's totally different.
You're an alien?
Yes. I grew up here. In a lab. Wasn't really pleasant.
You grew up in a lab? Awful.
Yeah, it was actually really bad, but I met some good friends after I escaped the lab. One of the doctors helped me, or scientists helped me escape. He helped me make this belt, but it doesn't work anymore. I think Larry screwed up.
Yeah. He does that. He doesn't like anybody have anything fun.
Yeah, I gotta get my friend to fix it, I guess. This belt used to help make me invisible, or make me look like a human so people didn't run away from me.
Why would they run away from you?
I'm a 5-foot tall otter.
So?
Apparently that's not normal around here.
So?
Everyone was always scared. Oh, I just hid. Plus, I didn't want anyone of the scientists to know where I was at, so I always hid as human.
No. In that case, do you need a place to hide? I'm good at that.
Well, I might. I need to find my friends. I need to figure out what happened. We were all in a place, and then this guy stabbed the big globe, and suddenly we were here.
I can tell you what I know, but we should probably get inside first.
Oh yeah, no. Let's keep. I figured we were still walking, so
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, by this point, you sort of made it to the house. It's just a small little ranch-style house.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, let's get inside. Wait. Do you live with your parents?
Oh, my dad.
Is he gonna be okay with the
He's
5-foot tall otter coming inside?
He's not home.
Oh.
He's a police officer. He's helping people.
Oh.
If he doesn't get off shift before the miasma shows up, he just stays at the station.
Okay. Let's get inside.
So it's a fairly bog standard ranch style house. Side door opens to the kitchen. Stairs going down to the basement. You know, your typical.
Right. Hey, before we do much, can I use your shower real quick?
Yeah?
I was swimming in something not very nice.
You jumped in the brook.
I was trying to get away.
Oh, that place is gross.
Yes, it is. Excuse me for a moment. Let's go shower real quick. And then, dries off and comes back. That felt nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
At this point, when you walk out, you see a bunch of like pots and pans out, and there's just a mishmash of everything. And he looks lost.
oh, hey, are you hungry? I can cook something.
You can cook?
Yeah, very well. Never had any problems.
I was gonna try and make something, but I didn't know where to start, and we're out of Chef Boyardee.
Oh, well, I don't know what Chef Boyardee is, but let's see what you got here. So Lucha looks at the kitchen.
It's your bog standard, bachelor-esque pad. So lots of meat, lots of potatoes.
Great. To grab some meat and potatoes.
I mean, you're gonna find a couple of cans of. You definitely can find enough to make some food with.
Great. All right. So, Lucha's gonna just try to cook. I'll just leave it to you. I'm just gonna try to throw something together for this kid and myself because I'm probably starving.
Alrighty, you know what to do.
Oh, sure. Now I get it. I can't do it for the party, but darn it, I can cook for this darn kid.
So yeah, you managed to pull off some impromptu makeshift sort of roasted potatoes and pork chops.
Ooh.
And not only that, you remember watching an Pick Your Food Network show. We're going to go with Barefoot Contessa. And also managed to pull off a sort of carrot apple slaw to go with them. It's freaking fantastic.
Nice.
Like, you pulled off a meal that you managed to get a kid to eat vegetables. I mean, that's all you need to know.
Nice. So, what's your name?
My name?
Yes.
I thought I told you already.
Did he? I don't remember.
No, he didn't. He's being a wise ass.
Okay.
But what's your name?
My name's Lucha.
Real quick, I'm going to ask this before I give you the answer. Would you like to take a guess, OPT?
Connor.
No.
Larry?
No, I told you I was going to find a way to bring him in. Just not the way you would have expected.
Ben?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. So he sort of chuckles at you, and because you say Lucha, which is an odd name, of course. He's like,
Right.
Ventus?
Ventus.
Yeah, I mean, you can call me Ven if you'd like.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Ben. So, Ven, when did this whole purple Malaysia thing start?
About a month ago or so.
A month?
There was a big flash of light over on the ocean, and then a couple of days later, every time dusk fell, this sort of thing happened. And
Where have I been for a month?
it's really scary.
Yeah, I would assume so. So Lucha kind of rubs the back of his neck like this. So, I might have seen where that happened from. Actually,
You did?
yeah. If it's the same event I'm thinking of, which was over in the ocean,
Well,
Weird Triangle.
Yeah, that's what you just said. So
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I mean, I was in school when it happened.
Yeah, that was scary. I don't even know what happened to Spectre.
Is he a friend of yours?
Well, he was. He is.
Wait, was he's dead?
I don't know. He kind of burst into. I don't even know. It's weird. I can't even remember all that well. But no, there's definitely some guy came in and stabbed the globe, and 13 pillars of light came out of it. I remember that. And then we all got blown away, like away. But Spectre like jumped on him and disappeared. And now there's all this purple stuff in the air.
You know that look that people give you when someone starts talking way too fast?
Right.
That's the look you're getting right now.
Oh no, that's fine. That's exactly what he was going for. Well, not on purpose, but
Yeah.
this is what I was going for. So she just kind of starts rambling, looks over, just sorry, I ramble sometimes. Yeah, no, he said we defeated some monster down there.
Wait.
And then he showed up and said that we had cleared the way.
Monsters are real?
Oh yeah. No, it's okay. We killed the one. Not really that hard.
As you say that, this looks really weird. But as he sort of cowers, and when you say monsters are real, he starts getting really petrified. His shadow in the room starts to sort of elongate, and it sort of sneaks itself out the door into the miasma and coalesces into, well, I'm going to keep the same picture out there because it's going to be the exact same picture. Into that.
Okay.
And you see this happen.
So wait, his shadow coalesces into
that shadow tendril monster. It looks exactly the same as the one Nora fought.
Not that I would know that, but
no, but I'm giving the people at home the description.
Right. Van! Lucha walks out, like, rambles over to him, kind of, like, Van, wake up!
No, he's awake, he's just, like, shuddering in fear.
Oh, sorry. Van, why did your shadow just turn into that?
Like, what?
Lucha pulls out his crossbow.
I mean, and as you do this, like, the shadow tendrils take a swipe, and off goes the door.
Like, is it running out or coming in?
Oh, it manifested outside, and now has broken open the door and is inside.
Okay. Lucha fires a crossbow bolt.
Whoop, goes right through it.
That's what I figured was going to happen.
And somewhere
Somewhere here, it's Anton.
Hey! I'm still not in this episode!
Hey, I found Anton! Lucha stands like in front of Ven, basically putting himself between Ven and the tentacle shadow monster thing.
All right, well, it is the tentacle shadow monster. No, that's the wrong character sheet. That's the right one. It is attacking you with shadow tendrils.
And misses.
Okay, then. It lashes out at you and doesn't hit you.
Okay.
You're up.
Um. Lucha looks back at Ven. It's like Lucha looks more like he's about to grab Ven and start running.
Okay.
It's like, come on, let's go.
He's too scared to move.
Can I pick him up?
Give me a strength check. Yes, you can pick him up. Quite easily, I might add.
I grab him and start running.
Where?
I don't know. Is there a back door?
Yeah, no. There's the side door and there's the front door. The shadow manifested through the front door.
Great, side door.
All right.
Exit, stage left.
You do. The shadow is following you.
Of course it is.
And it's got elongation on its tendrils, so it's attacking you again.
Of course it is.
But it's missing. Because apparently you're really dodgy.
I am, and I haven't even upgraded any of my numbers yet either. Alright. I'm still just huffing it. Like, trying to look at Ven like, Ven, I don't know why this is your shadow, but what's going on?
He's just still petrified.
Ven! Don't go on me now, I need your help!
My help?
Sure, this is your shadow, is it?
I don't know. And as he says that, more tendrils, which also miss. And he's just again, and he's back to.
No, it's okay. See, look, he can't. It's fine. Look, he's going after me anyway, apparently, so you're fine. I don't know, I get outside, I'm probably like tired carrying him already.
Oh no, you're fine. You're already way outside.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Then, what happened here? What's going on? Why?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Don't be scared, I've got you here. As we run away. Scared.
Yeah, that's it. Give me a persuasion check. Unfortunately, you're basically, with as scared as he is, even with your cute and cuddly, attractive thing, he is still, you're not getting through to him.
And I'm gonna set him down someplace out of the way.
Okay.
Like off to the side, and then like stand in the middle of the street and just kind of turn and face this thing.
It's gonna lash at you again.
I really just wanted to get out of the house, so I didn't just.
Yeah, you're out of the house. You're in the middle of the road now.
Yes.
Missing you again because apparently I can't roll crap.
All right, let's just gonna turn and face the thing and just charge at it.
Okay. Roll to hit. You hit. And it's a giant manifestation of shadow. Would you like to know what its parry is? You need to hit it. You need to get an 8 to hit it.
Oh.
However,
I was thinking it was going to be like Ooh, look at you. I'm too, like, I don't know,
No.
incorporeal for you.
You just claw, you fury swipes, you bite, you crunch, you do everything, and you sort of tear a big old hole in this thing, and it just comes back together like nothing happened. In game terms, that's my description for a toughness save immunity.
Oh. Okay. So. Ha!
You still hear the scared whining.
Right. Taser arrow?
Boop.
Hmm.
Ow.
Hold on. I must use sound clip.
Right. Mitchell kind of like slowly steps away from the shadow as he's realizing he can't hit this thing in any way.
Oh, he definitely could hit it. I mean, this is what it kind of sounded like.
Right.
I mean, he definitely hit it. He definitely felt that he hit it.
Right.
But as you're slowly starting to back away, this happens.
I think that actually hit me.
I think it did too.
Yeah, it did.
Alright, I need a toughness save. DC is 28. Do you hear me? OPT. Hello.
Did we lose the otter?
I think we did.
I can hear you, but I think he looks frozen though.
His internet finally gave out.
I don't make that.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Well, we're going to go with the first one.
Yeah.
Good news is you only take a bruise.
Yay.
Bad news is I now need a dodge strength resistance check.
A what?
Dodge check or strength check to resist being grabbed. You are grabbed by the giant tentacles.
Ah!
And it's basically got you splayed out. So your arm, leg, you're just
right.
Kind of like he's trying to draw and quarter you.
Right. He just screams out like, ah!
Meanwhile, we still have a panicked 13-year-old.
Finn, run and get help! Or run! Just get away from here!
He's still not responding.
No, go farther!
And since this is grab based, it's going to automatically hit with this, and it can only hit with this because it's got you grabbed. It would help if I would hit the right buttons and not pop other things up on my windows here. So I need a DC 17 Fortitude save, please. Alrighty. It's starting to, as it says, drain life force. You're going to lose 4 points of stamina.
Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
What does second chance do?
What's your second chance against?
Breaking a hold.
Then you get then you would get a second chance to roll if you fail on the first.
Does that apply here?
Breaking the hold means on your turn when you attempt to escape.
Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so forgetting that for a moment then, can I use my hero point to re-roll that?
You may use one of your hero points to re-roll that, yeah?
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
That'll do it just fine. It doesn't manage to get any of that delicious, delicious alien on first. Tastes like chicken.
That tastes like fish.
No, it smells like fish. Tastes like chicken.
Fair enough.
You're up, and you're splayed.
Can think of a whole lot of really evil things with the splayed otter and tentacles right now, but instead, I'm going to go ahead and try to escape. I just want to do that.
One can either roll a sleight of hand, or dodge, or strength to escape.
Shockingly, I'm going to choose dodge. Because that's the only one that has points that, like, add up to more than, like, 3.
Unfortunately, 22 is not going to do it.
Is this where that breaking a whole thing comes into play?
Yes, it does. You wiggle. You wiggle, you squiggle, you giggle, and you stay grabbed.
There's only one reason I'd be giggling, so.
Otters have ticklish armpits.
Especially Lucha. Alright, I don't know what else can they even do.
Ooh.
Can't attack from this position, can I?
I mean, you technically can do an unarmed attack with your tail.
Oh, there you go. I do technically have tail attack, but
You could also, the reason I say an unarmed, yeah, you could do that too. You play attack with your tail, it's just got arms and legs. But remember what happened last time you attacked it.
right. So I'm wondering if I do that, and it like kind of like falls apart, if that means I'll fall out as it reconstitutes itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You said unarmed.
Yes. You hit. You swipe it through the middle. It sort of tears. The tendrils don't let go, and it sort of...
Oh. Kind of assumed I would have attacked one of the tentacles, but okay.
I mean, you can do that too. It's not going to... That's just sort of my description of it. You hit the tentacles, it'll just swipe right through and nothing happens. I like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Guess what? It wants more of that delicious otter life force.
Right.
I'll take a fortitude save, please. It's going to get some of that delicious otter life force. Tasty.
What's that do now?
It's going to drain 5 points of stamina.
I don't know what that actually does.
Well, what that's going to do is stamina affects your toughness and other things of that nature. So, allow me. I'm going into your sheet here for a minute. What that's going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Miscellaneous -5 here. You'll now notice some things. If you see now, you'll notice your toughness is now down to a 1. Your fortitude is now down to a 5. You do gain a point back on everyone. It is Lutra's turn. The shadow fired the crossbow at Anton.
Really? Don't make me come over there and blast you, you silly shadow.
I legitimately don't know what to do here.
Well, how about give me an insight check? Okay. What you remember is this didn't manifest until Ven was cowering and afraid.
Lucha looks over towards Van. Van! I need you to not be cowering right now! Look at me!
Is that all you're doing?
No, that's what I'm starting with.
Okay.
Just look up at me! Kind of get his attention.
He kind of looks over.
This is your shadow! You can face this! Stand up and get over here! Face this!
That what you got?
No. I just want to know if he's responding at all.
He's looking at you. He's not responding any more than that.
Alright. This only appeared when you were afraid! Don't be afraid!
He's turned his head more so he's looking at you, but still looks petrified.
This thing's gonna kill me if you don't stop being afraid. No. Look, whatever this thing is, it's reacting to your emotions. You can defeat this thing. Just don't be afraid of it. It's a shadow. It's not real.
You said monsters were real.
Yes, some are. This isn't.
All right, I'm going to need something from you.
Something?
Something.
Oh, you want me to figure out what that something is?
Well, I'm saying I need something from you.
Right.
Because I know in my head there are a couple of things that can be given here. The only thing I'm going to say that I may or may not need is a persuasion check.
Right.
But there are other ways around that as well.
Right.
And I'll leave that up to you.
Right, hold on. Let me look at my actual stats here. In my sheet. And let me think here for a sec. Okay. Along with the persuasion check, I've got that attractiveness thing.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what you're going after. So that would probably be what I end up doing.
You looked at everything you have access to?
No. I'm still I'm trying to think of what I have access to. I'm looking at stuff.
Are you looking at the Roll20 sheet, or are you looking at the Hero Lab sheet?
My actual Hero Lab sheet.
Okay.
I was looking at my Roll20 sheet. Now I'm looking at that. So I'm like, this is the thing I gotta find something on. Holy crap. Teamwork!
Teamwork applies a bonus made to a check of a team attack with you and your team.
Yeah, no. I was trying. He's on my team. I can't inspire him, can I?
I don't know, can you?
What I'm asking.
Hand me the hero point now.
Well, I've got one left, so yeah, sure. To be like, Finn, you can do this. I believe in you. Look, you know of Larry. You're not even all that afraid of him. You weren't afraid of me, and I'm a 5-foot-tall otter. No one's ever seen that before.
And I will take the hero point, and your Inspire will absolutely work. And you will see this giant shadow monster definitely start to shrink up a little bit, to the point where you can wiggle out.
Whew.
And it is your turn.
I run, I should just... My turn. Does it look any... It says it looks smaller, right?
Yeah, it's definitely shrinking.
I feel like I'm just gonna run over towards Ven's side and just be like, look, see? It's okay. Don't be afraid of it.
Okay. He just sort of turns around, and since this is a comic book, we're going to do the whole dramatic turnaround thing. And as he sort of girds himself and faces this thing and sort of gets up the gumption to, face it, I'm going to hit the X button on my character sheet here for this thing. And it is going to start writhing and screaming in pain and agony as it starts to dissolve. As it starts to dissolve, so does the background and everything around Lutra.
Huh? What's going on? Ven? Are you still here?
He's starting to dissolve too.
Lutra kind of reaches out towards him as he dissolves.
Yep. And there's a bright flash of light.
Ah!
And this is where we're going to slot in the recording of the fourth part of episode 4x4, which is going to be Spectre's Tale. So, with all that, thank you all very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And join us back for episode 2.2, Matryoshka. And yes, I'm actually telling you the name of next time's episode.
Wait, did you spell that?
Matryoshka, or Matryoshka, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Matryoishka.
No, you just made stuff up.
No, it's the Russian name for the nesting dolls. A Matryoshka doll is a Russian nesting doll.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
Yes. Matryoshka is the proper name for it. Alrighty, and with that, I want to thank everybody here for watching. On behalf of the three stages who are here with me tonight, that'd be Malk here, played by Dark Files, Anton, played by Narestra, Lutra, played by OPT Lawyer. We'll figure out if Crimson Havoc has actually landed from his flight at this point. Thank you all very much for watching here. This has been the Bay City Chronicles. I have been your effect. Have a good one, everybody.